Hi guys, it's Vlogmas day 17. Welcome back to my messy kitchen. I am going to attempt to make a cheese sauce. Now, this might sound like, what the what? How do you not know how to make cheese sauce? But I've always just, when I do pasta and stuff, which is the only thing I would do with the cheese sauce, I just do it with kind of cream and cheese. But I have no cream, and I am trying to be a little healthier. Not that this is super healthy because it's full of cheese and milk, but I have some leftover chicken from yesterday, I have some vegetables, I have pasta, and I'm going to try and make some kind of cheesy pasta bake. So I'm going to take you on the journey with me because I have a feeling it will go terribly wrong, and that is always hilarious. Kitchen disasters. Totally forgot to vlog along the way, but I followed a really simple recipe on BBC Food, and I think it was just butter melted in a pan and then a little bit of flour mixed in with it. Look, looks really strange. And then taken off the heat, I added some milk until it was smooth, and then just added loads more milk. I didn't follow any of the actual weights or anything. I think it was like an ounce of the first two and a pint of milk. Then salt and pepper. The pepper was supposed to be white, I only had black pepper, so that's what I used. And then a heck of a lot of cheese, and I haven't tasted it yet, so I can't tell you that this is a success, but it looks pretty good. I have... What, baby? Just being crazy. So yeah, I've got a layer of pasta on the top, and then I have green beans in the middle, and then I have chicken in the bottom. I was just gonna kind of like mix it all up, and then I decided against it. So I'm gonna have this for my lunch now and show you what it looks like inside. My mum is like the world champion of cheese sauce, and a couple of weeks ago she was absolutely horrified to find out that I didn't know how to make it, and so I'm going to be very happy to tell her this was a successful first attempt. It's not as cheesy as I would like, which is insane because I think I used an entire block of cheese. And she'll be sitting at home watching this now like, oh, I use at least 5. But I'll try it again. It's definitely very, very tasty. It's probably cheesy enough for most people, but I'm a cheese fiend. But yeah, it has some chicken in there, some green beans and some pasta, and it is absolutely delicious. Today so far, I've been entirely unmotivated to do anything. I really, literally have done so little. I edited some video stuff this morning that I'd been putting off because it was a bit awkward. So I did that, uploaded that, and then nothing. Just a lot of sitting around. Tidied the kitchen and stuff, but I'm out in my pyjamas still. Milo is in his pyjamas, wearing a hat for some reason. He's wearing his pyjamas, and in 10 minutes we've got to go to school to get Ella, and I am seriously like, ugh. Just having one of those days where I cannot be bothered to do anything, and yet so much needs to be done. So yeah, we're gonna get dressed in a moment and go and get the second child, technically the first child, and then everything will get louder. What is it, Milo? What is it?
Okay. If you want to keep that with them.
Milo's been dying for Ella to open her present from Cloud since Monday. Milo's like, woo! Who is it?
Oh, I wanted this.
Did ya?
Look. I like it. Open it. I like it.
Don't you love friends that bring your children noisy presents?
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, and it even does just a small loop of the same song. That's my favourite.
It's your favourite.
It is 5 o'clock and I'm switching the camera on for the first time. Not technically, because I did use it to take some pictures earlier. When I first got up I thought, right, I'll take some blog pictures and be productive. And then my battery died, and so I've left it on charge till now. But yeah, in partness, I'm very tired. In partness, it was definitely due to a midday nap that never ever happens, but I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, and I'm definitely coming down with something because I mean Milo's getting in our bed at stupid o'clock in the morning, like 5, and then he just chatters away to us until it's an acceptable time to put the TV on, and then he'll be a little bit quiet for a little while and I can kind of doze off a bit when Lee goes to work. But yeah, in fairness, I can't complain because I'm supposed to be at work today, so if I'd been at work today I'd have been wiped, but I somehow managed to convince Milo to have a nap in the middle of the day, so I went in his bed with him and we slept for 2 hours. And I don't think that Milo would have minded to sleep longer. I was woken by someone knocking on my door. Luckily, I'd set an alarm because 15 minutes later, we would have had to go and get Ella. And I set that alarm thinking, oh, I'll never need it. And lo and behold, we actually managed to sleep for quite a long time. So that definitely helped. I don't think I could have gone on without that nap. I do not do well with no sleep. My mom always says that, and I don't think it's false at all. I think it must be something she knows from me being a little kid, that I didn't do well on no sleep. I really, really don't. I'm a miserable person when I've had no sleep. So now Lee just got home, so he's taken over the child duties for me for a little bit, and I'm going to put a mask on my hair, which looks insane in this light. I definitely miss my roots. I don't miss the huge roots that I had, but this whole not having roots at all looks mad to me. So I'm going to put some oils on my hair and stuff, and a face mask, and just feel less grimy and horrible, because right now I feel like, ugh. Dinner is in the oven, so our chicken and potatoes and stuff will be ready in about half an hour, so I have that period of time to go and spar myself up and feel less yucky. And then I'll have a really long bath when Milo's gone to bed. But I've just been watching some vlogs. I'm all caught up on Sonia Castaneda because I basically hadn't watched any of her Vlogmas, so all of today, bar the 2-hour nap, I've been watching her in the background. I've just finished watching Marnie's vlogs, and yeah, I can't believe how expensive it was for her to ship that parcel to Simone in Dubai. It was like $50 some for her to ship that parcel. So we talked about maybe doing a swap, and my suggestion now is that maybe we'll do it while I'm in Vegas, which seems kind of crazy because I'll be in America and thus be able to buy the stuff that she would potentially send to me. But I think it's interesting to do a swap with someone who watches your videos and maybe would know what you would like, plus she will send me things that she would recommend. And so just to save, and she recommended, I need to go back to sleep. She responded yes to my idea. Yeah, so I think that's a good idea. Hopefully that will cut down, because that's just astronomical. That's insane. If you think that you maybe could save some cash swapping with someone than getting it delivered from a company, absolutely not. If there's a way of getting it delivered, that's not a way around it. But I like the idea of a swap because it's kind of recommendations personally from that person. So hopefully that will come off. That would be really cool. It'd be really, really cool to show you. Potentially I could film a swap video in Vegas. Whenever I'm on holiday, I always want to film a video, like a sit-down video. I actually did film one while we were in New York. I filmed To Get Ready With Me one morning and lost all of the footage, not only of that, but of the previous day's vlogs. It was painful. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you if you're a YouTuber, is to lose stuff that you can't film again. I could have filmed To Get Ready With Me again, but I was so pissed off that I didn't. Plus I think I only had one day left, and it was probably like get up and go to the airport kind of day. But yeah, I obviously lost an entire day's worth of vlogging, which was killer. But I'm going to be vlogging in Vegas. Lots of people have asked about that. We will be vlogging in Vegas. And I will have a vlogging partner in crime because Emma will be there. Emma was supposed to be coming up this weekend. I've mentioned that a few times, and now she's not. We had some plans and they kind of fell through because Chris, who would be taking her home on the Sunday, is now no longer working the shift that he would be working, and so she can't get home. So I think they're coming round for pizza or something tomorrow night, and we might film something, but I don't know what. So she will probably be in the vlog tomorrow. If that comes out, you know, things can change, so we shall see. But I think I'm still going to Manchester on Saturday, and I'm going to go meet with Elle from Thrifty Misses, so that should be fun. And the kids are both in different places. Ella is going back to her dad's on Saturday till Christmas Eve, because I get to have her Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, because they are my... I can't give up Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. I can give up birthdays, I can give up any other holidays, but Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, that's important. That's like, especially Christmas Eve. The rest of Christmas, I really don't care. Like, for me, Christmas, the best part of Christmas is everything leading up to Christmas. Christmas morning for the kids, and then Boxing Day. Christmas Day in itself is hectic, and it's full of obligations and family that you don't see all the time, and it's great, but I see my immediate family all the time. So I think for people that kind of have to travel across the country to see each other, it must be a really big deal. But I see my mum and dad, like, we go for dinner that would probably rival people's Christmas dinners every single Sunday, and so Christmas Day itself is not that exciting to me. Plus for my mum it's a lot of work. So if I did Christmas dinner and stuff, I probably would feel even worse about it. But I love Christmas morning. I love giving people presents and stuff. And kind of the night of Christmas when it's all over, that's really nice. That sounds like really ungrateful. I like Christmas. It's just not my favourite part of Christmas Day. And then Boxing Day, because it's the Boxing Day sales. So the spendaholic in me can't wait for Boxing Day already. Lee got a Meadowhall voucher the other day and he was like, Boxing Day sales. I'm so glad he feels the same way as I do. Well, not quite the same way. But he is at least looking forward to the sales on Boxing Day. How many times can I say Boxing Day in 3.5 minutes, do we think? A lot. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas Eve. Where was I even going with that? So the kids are going to be away on Saturday and Lee and I will have the afternoon/evening, depending on when I come back from Manchester, if that still happens, to do whatever we want. So I want to go and do something kind of Christmassy, and maybe we'll go see a movie, or maybe we'll go for dinner or something. It's mad that we've got so close to Christmas an evening, a day almost, to ourselves. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I've been talking to you for 7 minutes, my camera says now. So I've obviously got a whole day of vlogging in 7 minutes, just sitting talking to you on my bed, because I had so much to say today, it would seem. But I'm going to go and put a hair mask / face mask on now, and I will show you those things, and then I'll probably wrap up the vlog pretty shortly, because I don't want this to be a super long one, and I want to start my weekend vlog tomorrow. It's mad, when I'm looking at myself on the screen ahead of clicking record, it's much, much brighter, and then when I click record, it's like, oh, dark. But hopefully, you know, it's not unbearable for you. So I just put some oil in my hair, because hopefully that'll do. Plus I'm not going for my bath for like ages and ages and ages. Often I'll put some oil in my hair, then put a towel around it and like lay on a hot water bottle. Might do nothing, might do something. Psychosomatic, who knows. But the mask I'm going to use is this one from Lush. It's the Mask of Magnanimity. Magnanimity, whatever. I'll just flip you around and show you inside, because it is, I mean, hang on. It tastes, no it doesn't taste, how do I know what it tastes like? It smells exactly like toothpaste, and it doesn't look all that much different. It's much different to any other Lush mask that I've tried. Much kind of thinner and pastier, and just generally sticks better to my skin. So I'm going to put this on my face, but also I'm probably going to wait until kind of bedtime so I can lay on my front. But I'm also going to get Lee to put some of this on my back, because I've had some, not breakouts, but like it's like bumpy and just random spots and stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever struggled with that. As a teenager I did, and I actually took 4 pills a day to kind of keep, what's the word I'm looking for, to kind of keep it in check. It was pretty bad for a time. Let's see if I can, ooh, it is focusing. And so I used to have it kind of on my arms and on my chest and on my back, and it was a real, for a teenager, that's pretty, made me quite subconscious. It was not great. But as an adult, I don't really struggle with it as much. Very, very rarely. But on my back, I don't know if it's because I take baths a lot. And so I'm kind of like laying in, and it sounds gross, but you know, it's a bath, laying in kind of soap residue and stuff. And that's why, because I just don't generally get it on my arms, my chest as much. Although nothing ever feels 100% smooth. I always have kind of like bumpiness everywhere. So I'm going to try that and see how it works, because it does say face and back pack rather than a face pack, as in face mask. So I'm interested to see whether or not it actually does do something. And obviously it must be a common enough thing for them to have actually targeted it at face/back. So I'm interested to see if that works. If it does, I will let you know tomorrow. Thought it was worth mentioning because as a teenager, like I say, it was a real kind of not bone of contention, but it was like a, what do I mean? It was a sore point, let's say. Do you know what the thing is that's making this light next to me is this? It's a fibre optic tree. Arrived today. The kids love it. But yeah, it was a sore point for me, and it was definitely something I was very self-conscious of, so I thought it was worth mentioning for those of you that maybe have the same issues. I know that some people keep that kind of problem into adulthood, but I didn't. I definitely grew out of it, but if I'd known about stuff like this, although it would be difficult to do it to myself as a teenager because I had no one, I guess my mum would have done it, but still, it would have felt a bit weird. But if something like this works, like I know Clinique do a spray that's designed so you can spray it on areas that you can't, you know, it's like an acne spray or something, a clear solution spray. That was really good. I used to use that. That was really, really good. But yeah, I wanted to tell you in case it works, because anything that helps in that kind of situation is always good. But I'm still waiting for dinner to be ready. Still watching vlogs. And yeah, That's my day. It's literally, it is very much nothing to vlog about, nothing kind of vlog. I'm gonna end the vlog with my traditional calendar opening. I have number 17. Now, is this gonna be the Moringa body lotion? Let's see. Moringa body milk. That's the same thing, right? What have we got? 18. Oh, I opened this one already. I opened this because I thought it's where that mask came out of when it came out of 5. I assumed it'd come out of this one because it was a big one, but it actually come out of 14. So I kind of knew what was going to be in this one. But I don't have one of these currently. So this mesh shower lily poof, whatever you want to call it, is quite handy, especially since what I was just talking about. Let's see what these things say. Believe in yourself and your wishes will come true. And don't be a wallflower, enjoy the limelight. Inspirational, The Body Shop. So that's going to be it for this vlog. And I will see you guys tomorrow / the next day / the next day. Depends on how interesting things are as to how long these videos are going to go. And how many days I'll do them over. But I think my 7-minute chat earlier probably did you in. So we'll wrap this one up.